You ever stand in the garden section of a store staring at a $15 bag of dirt and think, why? I mean, it's dirt. The same stuff that gets under my nails, tracks into the house, and somehow finds its way into my socks. And yet here I am debating whether to spend my hard-earned money on it. I'll be honest, I don't like spending money on things I think I can get for free. And soil, that's a hard one for me. But the more I garden, the more I realize dirt is not just dirt. Soil is literally one of the 3 things plants need to grow. Light, water, and soil. That's it. And yet, it's one thing I overlook the most. I focus on the seeds, the watering schedule, the perfect sunny spot, but if the soil isn't right, none of that matters. This video is for everyone like me, people who love growing things but struggle to pull the trigger on good dirt. We're going to test out 4 different soils and see how much of a difference it really makes. This isn't going to be a deep dive into soil science. I'm not a numbers and charts kind of person, but I am going to show you visually what happens when you plant in these different kinds of soil from the big box store. And I'll show you comparatively to the free dirt that I got, well, it's called Compost, at my city dump. So let's see if soil really matters as much as the experts say, or if I've been right this whole time and dirt is just dirt. So I bought 4 different kinds of potting mix at the Home Depot. They're all potting mix. Some are organic, so we got your Miracle Grow, the quintessential yellow bag with the green Miracle Grow potting mix. I didn't even get the moisture holding kind, just the regular. Then another one you see there a lot is the Viagrow, which is the blue bag, and that is also all-purpose. Viagrow's bag was bigger and heavier because it was wet. Miracle Grow was really light and a smaller bag. Alright, so I also got a Kellogg's All Natural. That's like a striped pink and yellow bag, or blue and yellow. I know they had 2. One was like all natural organic potting soil. The other one was like a garden potting soil. So some different stores at that store, they say therefore to put right onto the garden, like to amend. Some are 4 in pots. You know, and then you have stuff that's compost, and it's all different and all this different stuff. And this is another reason I've avoided soil a lot, because it's confusing. I don't know which one to get. Usually I just go for the cheapest one, but could that be the best one? Am I getting the most bang for my buck? Or you see those people that craft their own. They get the perlite and the peat moss and the compost and they mix it together. And yes, I might be trying that after this video to do on my own, because I think the price would shake out for more soil for a cheaper spend, but that's not what today's video is about. So we got the Viagrow, the Miracle Grow, the Kellogg's. Then I also got a new one. They had Black Cow, that's KOW organic. And that was just a potting soil mix. Again, these are all potting soil mixes. I didn't get seed starting mix. Seed starting mix tends to be just really light, fluffy, airy, holds moisture, but doesn't have the stuff to feed the seed and the seedling once it starts growing. I like to start with potting soil, because then you don't need to switch it up faster, or you don't need to fertilize it. It already has some fertilizer in it to start. Also, a lot of potting soil I use for my houseplants. It's simple, it's easy, it's kind of a one-stop shop. So we're testing different potting soils, not seed starting, not compost, except for the one from the dump. They label that as compost. But some people are like, it's dirt. It probably has a lot of organic matter in it, like maybe too much. Like, it might be a term people use on compost is like hot. So it might be too hot to really be a good mix. Like, these are all mixed in. So I don't know, I have used it before, and I'm quite sure I've grown things in it before, but never side by side with all these. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I have some sunflower seeds and some lettuce seeds. So we're gonna do those in every single one of these 5 different kinds. And then I either have some Pothos or some Wandering Jew propagations that need to be potted up. And I'm going to do one of them in each one of these. And then we will check in once a week for a few months and see how stuff is growing. And I really like this because starting those seeds in here, we'll be able to take this out of its little grow tray and see the roots. It's clear. So that's why I chose these for the seed starting. I don't have any clear stuff for my propagations, but we'll still be able to check on those as we go. I don't mind pulling them out and looking and stuff like that. So I'm gonna first up, I got all my soil into buckets. We're gonna label here what soil and what seed. So I have 3. I don't know. We're gonna be mixing this up. It might be 3 of each seed for each kind of soil. So 6 Miracle-Gro, 3 sunflowers, and 3 lettuce. 6 Kellogg's All Natural, 3 sunflowers, 3 lettuce. They're all gonna get labeled. I wish I could just do one, like this whole tray in the one kind, but I don't have enough clear things for that. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna label it, and then I'm gonna have this sitting, and I will show you once a week the difference in the seedling growth, if seedlings even grow at all. I'm kind of worried about the sunflower seeds because they're a little old, but hopefully if I baby them, they'll do all right. So let's get started getting these labeled and set up. And like I said earlier, I don't know, each of these have different ingredients. I could break down how much of what ingredient is in there. Some people don't like Miracle-Gro because it has chemicals. I'm not about all that. I'm just trying to grow things cheap, easy, to be creative and fun, not necessarily as like super in-depth about what's in each of these soils. We could get there. Maybe I'll put some comparisons of how much you get in one bag and what it costs and whatever on the screen for you, or even ingredients, but I'm not dwelling on that. So we got Miracle-Gro on this side, and I'm gonna do the Via-Gro on the other, because those are like the 2 pretty popular ones. Similar big box. So Miracle-Gro, Via-Gro, and then we'll do like sunflower lettuce, sunflower lettuce. One type, and then the 2 types of seeds. I hope that makes sense. I really wish I had all the little containers so we could separate them, but we don't. So let me label the rest of these up, and then we'll move on to the next step. I just thought of an idea. Since I have 5 different kinds, maybe the 6th one, since I have 6 holes here, I can do a mix where I put all of them together. I like that idea. Mix. So some of these are a little like chunky, man. I'm not gonna sift, but I am gonna like chop it up a fair amount, because there's definitely some chunks in here. So what do we got first? This Kellogg All Natural. Look at this. I'm going to show you. Looking kind of chunky. There's some big sticks and chunks of dirt. A little bit of perlite, not much. It's kind of pretty dry. So let's get that one. Here we go again. Kellogg. That's why I'm labeling everything, because I will mess it up. I'm just going to fill in my 6 of the Kellogg potting soil. Okay, now we got Black Crow. That's this blue one here, and let me just show you what this one looks like close up. Pretty black, very much more composty looking, smaller pieces. So let's get this loaded in. This is not super sciencey, because guess what? I'm using the same little shovel that I scooped the last one with. Not tainted. Via-Gro. There that is. Pretty dark. A little chunky, but not as chunky with like sticks, but like chunky with balls of dirt, I guess. This is the Via-Gro. And this one was really wet. I think the bags, like if they get punctured and they're out in the rain, they get wet. And this one was heavy and wet. So it like looks healthy. Kind of hydrophobic, which is afraid of water, which dirt can get. It almost doesn't even absorb it. Some of these are really gonna have to soak when I first get them seeds in. This one is ready for it though. This one is the opposite of that. Like it's the lightest, the fluffiest. Yeah, I don't know. But least amount of chunks. I feel like this is heavy on like coconut coir or peat moss. Like this is closer to a seed starting mix. Consistency, so I'll have to look at what the ingredients are, which I'll put on the screen for you guys. I'm not going to leave that out. I'm just not going to concentrate on it. And we're going to do our compost from the dump, which is black, very broken down. Straight compost. Those all have compost mixed in with other ingredients, I'm sure. They make it from yard waste that people take to the dump. So you can't guarantee like what that might have been sprayed with, where it was growing, like those kinds of things. So somebody who's like kind of really hypersensitive about micro or Miracle Grow and what they put in that, you have no idea really what's in this, because the plants that were used to create it just came from random people. So if you're going to do 1 part of that dump mix, we're going to do 1 part of Kellogg's, 1 part Miracle Grow, 1 part Black Crow, and 1 part Vigro. I'm going to mix it all up. We got all of my experiments. I'm excited. I have some, it's just prize head lettuce. So it says plant in the area with full to partial sun, grows best in loose, well-draining soils, water regularly, does not require heavy fertilization, harvest as desired between baby leaf stages and maturity. Planting depth 1/8 inch, that's pretty shallow. So this is the stuff I was trying to grow in my hydro garden, and it grew some of it. That hydro garden was stressful. Well, not stressful, but not as fruitful as I would have liked. I'll put a link to that so you can see what that was about. But we're gonna get these guys. Oh, the lettuce. And I'm gonna get my bowl here so I can control these seeds and not have them rolling all over. And then I can also like limit how many go in each hole and all that. I'm gonna do about 2 to 3 in each, and I'm really gonna just like press these in a little and then just do a little bit of covering, because 1/8 of an inch is shallow. Alright, so that is all the lettuce planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of lettuce. And I have these sunflowers, giant gray stripe. Let's see, like some blues have large round faces. 6 inches apart in soil that is deeply dug. Planting depth 1/4 to 1/2 inch. I don't know if I should plant a sunflower seed with the point up or the butt up. Let's Google that real quick. Alright, Google says the roots come out the pointy end. So pointy end down, flatter end up. You see what I'm talking about? For a sunflower. Alright, so now we're going to get these watered, and I think I might put them on the heat mat in my window over there with all my other seedlings, and then we'll do up the houseplant propagation ones. Alright, so I got water in the bottom, and I'm just going to mist the top since they'll soak in, but I want the top of the soil to also start being damp, especially on this Miracle Grow. So I got all these little cups labeled. I got Kellogg, Miracle-Gro, Viagrow, Black Crow, Dump Dirt, and the mix. And then I had this little jar of Pothos that I cut and put in the water to propagate last week. So I don't even think these guys have many roots forming yet. Maybe it's just some little babies. But I'm gonna put one of these in each. I hope I have enough. If not, I'll find another one somewhere. But we're gonna see just how they do over the time. See, they just each have a little bit of root to get them started. Some have a little bit more leaves, but I think it'll be good. See that guy? He's got a root. Some of these have aerial roots that were on them growing from when they were in their previous life, previous pot. There's that guy into the mix. Oh, perfect. I had the perfect amount. It's like I planned this. He's got a root growing up here. Let's see down here. But there we go. All right. So now I'm gonna get these really good and watered because they were wet. So they want to be wet still. And they're gonna go on the shelf and we'll look back at them in a week, the same as we'll look at with seeds we started in each one of these potting soils. So we got seeds started, we got propagation started, and we're gonna check and compare. I just wonder if there'll be even noticeable differences. Like I feel like it's all gonna be the same. Maybe I'll be surprised. So these were started on Friday. Today is a Monday. We have in the Black Cow Organic some sprouts, and there's lettuce, and in the Kellogg's All Natural I see a couple lettuce sprouts. No sunflower sprouts yet, but the lettuce is sprouting in that one. I think I see one baby lettuce coming up on the mix, and that's it. And here we have in the Viagrow, the lettuce is sprouting, nothing yet in the Miracle-Gro. So lettuce obviously is the faster grower, and this I planted on Friday, today's Monday. So here we go. I hope some of them sunflowers sprout. I'm worried those seeds might not be good. Okay, here's 5 days in on my little soil experiment. You can see the lettuce here is growing up. This looks like a sunflower's popping in this one. This is the Miracle-Gro side. We don't have any lettuce yet, but we have sunflower. And then this is a Viagrow. No sunflowers yet, but all the lettuce. Then here we got the Black Crow Organic. Looks like one sunflower and some lettuce. And then this one is the Kellogg. So we got 2 little lettuce, 1 sunflower popping. And then here, the Dump Dirt. Maybe that's a sprout starting. And then the mix of all of them. Looks like we got 1, maybe another coming there. So, just a little update for y'all. Moving these up here so they get more light. And the humidity domes are coming off. The stuff has started to sprout. I'll leave that on there for now. So we got 6 days in on my soil experiment. I have pulled off a couple of the sunflower seed tops that were kind of hindering. But just to show you, so we got Miracle-Gro here, and that is doing a miracle for these sunflowers. Not so much for the lettuce. And then the reverse for the Viagrow, the lettuce is all growing, but none of the sunflowers. Interesting. I don't know what that means. The Black Cow Organic, we got lettuce and 1 sunflower. The Kellogg's All Natural, I think is probably doing one of the best because it has all the lettuce and 1 sunflower. Then we got the mix here. We got 1, 1 lettuce, and then the dump dirt, 1 sunflower. So coming up, that's what we got so far. I'll keep updating you. All right, 7 days in on the soil experiment. Here we have the mix. Looks like I have another little sprout here coming up for the lettuce. Don't see anything for sunflowers yet. The dump dirt just has movement on the sunflowers, which is pretty awesome. Black Cow Organic. We got 1 sunflower, lettuce. What's this? The Kellogg All Natural. We got a sunflower, 1 coming. Lettuce, all popping. Miracle Grow is a miracle for those sunflowers. Although this one, I pulled off that seed a little funky. There's a lettuce coming here. And then in the Viagrow, there's no sunflower popping yet, but all the lettuce is popping, so I do not know. I'm trying to see, they still all have a little water in the bottom, so I might add a little bit more, but they're all still pretty damp, and they're under the grow light, doing good, next to my peppers. They don't get to go outside yet, it's not warm enough. Alright, so here's 7 days in on my soil experiment with the propagations. They don't look that green. They're still damp in the soil. Can't really, don't notice any new growth yet. I'm not going to pull out any to see. But I just wanted to give you a look what they're looking like. Here growing. At the end, we'll pull them out and see if any of them have more roots than another, or new leaves than another. I think this is 9 days in on the soil experiment. Here we got Miracle Grow, has some lettuce seeds, has all the sunflower seeds popping. We got Viagrow, has all the lettuce seeds and 1 sunflower seed. Kellogg's has all the lettuce, 2 sunflowers. Black Cow has all the lettuce and 1 sunflower. The mix here has all the lettuce but no sunflowers. And the dump dirt just has all the sunflowers, which I just think is crazy. But there we go. Hey guys, I think this is about like 11 days or so into my soil experiment. We have Kellogg All Natural. We have all the lettuce. We have a couple of the sunflowers. Look, we got second leaves. On this one, it's the Black Cow. We got all the lettuce and 1 sunflower coming there. Looking good. Let's look next at, we got Viagrow, all the lettuce, 1 sunflower. Miracle Grow, we got 3 sunflowers, 2 lettuce. Miracle Grow's doing good. And then we got the mix of all the dirts. The lettuce is all popping. And then just the dirt from the dump, we just have the sunflowers going. So that's just a view for you on that dirt experiment. So trucking. Okay, so let's move my peppers over. Don't mind them. Here is the dirt experiment. It's looking good. These guys are looking good. Black Cow here in the front. We got the lettuce. We got the sunflowers. And then we got Kellogg All Natural. I'm gonna see if I can get some bigger containers with the same dirt and move these lettuce into them. I'm not sure about the sunflowers. I don't know where they're gonna get planted yet. But the lettuce I might be able to still keep controlling for you guys. We got Viagrow, only 1 sunflower. Sunflowers don't like that as much. Lettuce is looking good. Miracle Grow, the sunflowers love, and the lettuce is looking good. It just was slower to grow the lettuce, but it's coming. And then over here we got for the mix, the lettuce is doing well, but no sunflowers coming up, which is crazy to me. And then for the dump dirt, we have a couple little lettuce starting, and the sunflowers are popping off. Sunflower seeds are very hard. We'll get that one off of there. As you can tell, they're recovering from when I've pinched them off. I think the only one that's still kind of funky when I pinched, see that? Came off funky, but it's got a second leaf and stuff. But there is our dirt experiment. I think they need some water today. They're doing good. I think it's interesting. Here's the other half of the dirt experiment is these propagations. Really can't notice a big difference in these right now, but I haven't watered them in a couple days, so we're going to give them some water. And really, the big tell at the end will be when I pull these out and we see how much roots have grown. They're not raining. It's wild. Well, there they go, slow and steady. It's going down now. But yeah, so, and then if we have any new growth, I feel like that will be a good tell. But here I already have a yellow leaf. So, I don't know. What is this? A mix. So yeah, we'll check these better later. Okay guys, I think this is about 17 days-ish into my dirt experiment here. Here is the black cow. Lettuce is looking small to me. I probably need to add some water. Only one of the sunflowers is germinating, but looking good. Then we got the Kellogg here. Lettuce is looking alright. 2 sunflowers germinated. Let's look back here. We got the Miracle Grow, which is really looking good. The lettuce is big. The sunflowers are all big. They're like starting to bend to find more light. Then here's the Grow. Lettuce looks good. Only 1 sunflower germinated. I don't know what's going on with that. And then over here, move this. This one is the dump dirt where all of the sunflowers have germinated. And let's see, we got 2 of the lettuce. Then we got the mix where all this lettuce, this is looking pretty good, like a big, decent, but none of the sunflowers germinated. I don't know if that's seed or what. But look, it's still, we still have like germination happening, which is wild to me. This is like 17 days later, and the differences. But yeah, so hopefully in another week or so or less, I'll be moving these outside and getting these lettuce planted up. Figure out where I'm planting these sunflowers because they're getting big and it needs to warm up. Okay, just an update. I'm not sure how many days. I'll try and look at the date on these videos and let you know. These kind of got like, this one got a little dried out, so it's looking very floppy. But this is the Grow and Miracle Grow. And I also got soil nets going on. I need to get some sticky traps. But this lettuce, I'm thinking about putting these outside today to harden them some so I can transplant. Because that's got the biggest lettuce. The mix here, this lettuce is looking pretty good. Look at this sunflower. I think it got topped and it's got a 2 stem. That's kind of cool. Lettuce is looking little. That's the mix. And then just the dump dirt has like a really good looking sunflower going. Crazy. The mix has no sunflowers. I don't know what's up with that. I have to check and see if I even put the seeds in there. I think I did. Anyway, then we got the black cow that has one really nice looking sunflower and some lettuce. These didn't pop. I don't know. Then we got the Kellogg All Natural. The lettuce looks pretty good. 2 good sunflowers. So here we are so far. Maybe some hardening today. So I have Miracle Grow, Kellogg, and Black Cow. Those 3 left. And I'm going to be continuing my soil experiment in those. So here's the Black Cow roots, and Kellogg's All Natural. So they're looking pretty wild. I'm going to be planting the lettuce in there and then the sunflowers out somewhere else. Here is the dump dirt and the mix, which I can also do the dump. I can't replicate the mix, but I could do the dump dirt one. It's looking wild. Remember, the lettuce are the only ones that are getting planted in these pots. And then here we got the Grow, which I don't have any left, and the Miracle Grow. Crazy. So these are going to get up potted. I'll show you after I'm done that what it looks like. Okay guys, so I want to kind of sum up what happened with my dirt experiment. Kind of like went rogue because Easter and the holiday and everything. So I got off a little bit of course, but here's all the sunflowers. I put them all in this. Some of them have already died off. There's a lot of soil mats right now, but some of them look amazing. I don't remember which ones are which. I wasn't able to label them, but look at this. Stuff grows. You can see some are shorter. This one looks like it's a 2. It's 2 sprouts in 1. That's wild. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sunflowers going in here right now. So this one might not even be a sunflower. I don't think it is. So let's say 9 sunflowers out of the, let's see, 6 times 3, math, 18 that I did. So half the sunflowers of all that stuff grows. It grew. Let's see, let's look here. So this one was Black Cow. They look really sad, really tiny. They have not grown much. I don't know if this is not draining. Well, there it goes. It's draining on me. It's not doing good for the lettuce. Comparatively from when I transferred them, they haven't grown much. Let's see. This one is the Kellogg's All Natural. They look better, but they're still really tiny. I feel like they should be a lot bigger by now. It's been chilly. It's been good lettuce growing out here. They've been getting wet. So, I don't know. I still don't think that's really that ideal either. It's crazy. Here's the Miracle Grow. Like, this is ready for me to, like, I could harvest and eat all those other ones too. But this one's, like, ready for eating in a salad. It's looking good. Not, like, super big, but also definitely can tell this one has a lot of plant food in it. And it's a miracle. Because it looks a lot better, whereas those might have sprouted sooner in those pots. This one is definitely staying better looking longer. And then this is just all the rest that I wasn't... There's so many little sprouts coming up in here. Anyway, this is all the rest. So the Kellogg's and the Black Cow and the Dump Dirt and the mix all went into here because this is what I just had. I didn't have enough to do singles. And look how crazy this looks. Look how lush. This is like a mix probably of some things. So, and Dump Dirt. So after it's grown, that compost really, and I'm getting dripped on, is helpful. It's crazy how like good that looks. That lettuce is looking amazing. So in summation, yes, some things grew better, some things grew worse. I don't really have a definitive answer that I was kind of wishing for. I was going to try and do tallies and who grew the most, but everything grew. Miracle Grow definitely is pretty powerful and awesome. I mean, look at this. Some things are probably better just for amending your garden instead of trying to grow things in, but it all grew. Dirt is dirt. I still would just probably try and buy the cheaper one. Maybe I'll mix it with the Dump Dirt and buy the cheap one at the store and mix them. And that will be my go-to because everything did grow. Let's take a look at my propagation roots. We're going to repot those up and see how the roots look on each one of those. Okay, so here is the little propagations I did in my different soils. And we'll look and see if we see any new leaves, and we'll see what the roots look like. And then I'm going to pot them all together in kind of whatever mix that I have here left. And we're going to move on. So here, first I'll just start with this Miracle Grow because it's in the front. We have, looks like a new leaf coming on, just one. I don't remember how many leaves it had to start. I'll have to look back, but I'm going to just gently try and get it out of this dirt. Let me get, let's see. I don't want to rip any roots. So, there's a lot of soil mats going on in here. Definitely grew a few roots. Let me get some water. We can wash them off. Right. So there is the Miracle Grow. Looking good. We got 3 little good looking roots there. I'm going to put him in a new pot. Alright, who are we going to look at next? The Viagrow. So that's got 3 leaves going. Doesn't really, maybe one new one coming up. And the roots, look at those. Looking good. This looks like a little dead piece of the bottom of the stem there that I'm just going to pull off. But that root is looking wild. Alright, so we're going to put him in. Alright, who we got? Kellogg. All natural. Looks like maybe we got one more new leaf coming, or that one might even come on and opened. And look at all those roots. That's like a lot. Looking good. Let's see. Black cow. So let's see, I see one new leaf come in here. This one had a lot of leaves on it to begin with, I think, but it's looking really well. And holy cow, it's got a lot of rooting action that's like really stuck. Look, we got roots all here, root here. Wow, that one looks good. That one did pretty good. Let's see. Now left we have the mix and the dump dirt. We'll do the dump dirt next. Y'all. Look at that. One little baby root. Not really any new leaves. Definitely doing the least good out of all of those. Dump dirt, not good for propagation. And then the mix. I don't see any new leaves. I do see root action way more than the dump dirt had. Look at all those roots. That looks amazing. Alright, so that is very well noted. When I want to propagate, don't use dump dirt. It's compost. It's not good for propagating. I need some more ingredients to help with that root growth. So there was my Pothos. Everything else worked. Everything else gave it new life. Definitely there was some that were better for the new leaves. You can go back and see which ones those were, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I just said them, so you'll know. And you'll know which ones might be the best for propagating. And definitely not the free dirt from the dump. So after a couple months of watering, waiting, and watching, here's what I learned. 6, 7. All of my soils grew something. Some grew them faster, stronger, taller, or some even made them grow, look a little healthier, but none of them failed completely. And that's actually kind of encouraging. Even the compost from the dump, the one I was least sure about, grew something. It grew those sunflowers. Awesome. But would I only plant in dump dirt now? No. This experiment taught me that while all soil can support life, not all soil sets your plants up to thrive. Some mixes clearly gave me stronger root growth, held moisture better, and drained better. So even though I always resisted spending that money, I see you have to sometimes. What I'll be doing going forward is I'll use that compost as like an amendment, so I can add it to other soil I already have to make more, mix it in together, because it definitely does have some value. But I can build a better base with something that's more nutrient balanced and rich, and I can stretch that good soil further by adding the compost to it. So soil does matter. It's not just dirt. And while I may not be a soil scientist, the experiment definitely helped me care a little bit more about what's under my plants. And if you're like me, somebody who avoids learning about it or spending the money on it, maybe try this little test on your own and see how it does. You might be surprised what you could learn. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this. Please share it, comment, tell me if you've done anything like this. I would love to hear it. And I will definitely be giving you more updates probably in shorts or another video later on. Definitely in my little garden plant tour this summer. You'll see how these sunflowers are doing. Thanks for watching, guys.